Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, all ages, once again, believe it or not, like it or not, probably, it's showtime. Welcome to your weekend, everyone. Unless you live in Hawaii, maybe? Might still be at work. Anyway, if you're in Hawaii, get to work. Stop listening to me. Let's play. Lone Star Wolf. Good evening. We are off to Lensland. Welcome to your weekend. Say that to every single person who shows up multiple times. Do you notice a difference in my volume? Not my volume as in the volume of my body, if in, say, a body of water to compare. The volume of my voice on the stream. Is it louder? Because that would be good. I've been trying to get it louder for a while, and I actually got useful advice last night and implemented it. And if it's louder, then the advice was good. And have to turn me down. Except those, of course, who think I was too quiet to begin with. Do I have any food on me? No, perhaps I ought to cook some then.
Every case is unique.
It is louder, good. As long as it's, well, I mean, even if it's too loud, you can always turn it down. I basically, I was at the highest I could get outside of Streamlabs itself already. Let's see. I don't think I can. I can make bacon and eggs. I am a bacon and eggs fan. Skewered meat lasts 15 minutes. Bacon and eggs adds to my vitality. Dodo broth lasts 15 minutes. Increases maximum health. Let's just make a whole bunch of that. Dude, I am evidently louder, Lens. Feel free to turn me down, but please don't turn me off. I will now eat some dodo broth. Ah, delicious. So it seems the advice I got last night about how to get my outgoing volume up was correct and useful. Imagine that, if you can. Kind of hard. This is the internet. There is an actual name for that phenomenon, which eludes me. Which the fastest way to get a correct answer to a question is to provide the wrong answer to the question. On the internet, I should say. I should point that out. On the internet. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. New notes to read. The icon there. Does anyone know that icon? Oh, I'm going to move my head again. Hold on. Oh. Ow. Like K will call my boat to sail to another island. I don't have a boat yet, so that's not going to work. The other one looks like left arrow, right arrow. Is that tab? I think it's tab. Let's see if I can remember where I was yesterday. What I was thinking of doing. Let's see. I made boots. I would like to make more of these. I'm going to need to go hunting. And also get a bunch of grass to make coarse fabric. I hope you all have wonderful weekend plans, or at least, you know, something. Do something nice for yourself. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is watching a different stream. But please don't do that. That would make Lens cry. Which actually has an appeal of its own, I imagine. Alright. I need more boars. But I will accept dodos. But the boars give me the equivalent of the leather bits, and I kind of need that, I think, more than anything. I'm going to make myself more items of attire. We have another dodo. Anyone else coming? More dodos? Come on, I'm not afraid of you. Come get some. Yes, sir. It does appear to have worked, does it not? Guy Doer here is the individual who gave me advice, and it was straightforward and easily followed and appears to have worked. So you win Best Viewer of the Day for yesterday for providing a useful, functional suggestion. Thank you. Thought you were being called. Not yet. But the day is young. Holy crap. Welcome to Dodo Central. Evidently, this ruins is where all the dodos hang out, including yours truly. Thank you again for the help. You little shitbag. Not you. None of you guys. The dodo. I was talking to the dodo. Loud and clear. Well, thank you. I had tried. I've been streaming for over 6 years, and I've tried everything I could on my end. Browsed, searched, never found it. Your instructions were clear and obviously correct. Thank you. Now people will no longer have that excuse. I mean, they can still use the excuse of, you're kind of a jerk, and I don't think I want to watch you anymore, which is perfectly rational. I have crab meat. Now, if only I can get a little cream cheese, we can have crab rangoon tonight. I have no inventory slots. Are you... I'm heading back. Post-processing is like a hidden gem that the gatekeepers... Well, yeah, that figures. Coastal Dodo, are you looking for trouble too, like the others? I can add you to the list. Also, the red dot on the meter isn't a bad thing, just the input levels, not output levels. Thank you. The more you learn. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Quiet down there. Itchy back. Ugh. There are a great many disadvantages to having short arms and a very long torso, and amongst them is you basically a lot of times you can't put your back. Let's see. Bird meat. That says more bird meat. That. Advantages we want to keep. We can lose the ash. Little goody two shoes. Aha. So 40 per stack for stone. that's my old broken blade. I don't need to be carrying that nonsense around with me. Other nonsense I can carry around with me, sure. Bird meat. We can make a... we definitely want to crop that off. You. And the bird meat can go in there. Right. I don't have any wood in there. Don't say it! What I don't need is a broken blade. Drop. Officially confirmed now that your mic tone sounds great. Terrific. Thank you. Yeah, I fixed the entire thing myself with no prior knowledge and without using the internet. Yeah, no one helped me at all. I'm pretty good about the technology stuff, you know? Oh, this is... Got it. Another dodo. Got more of them? Any more? Any more? Who else wants some? Dodo eggs. I mean, it's not like they're going to go extinct or anything, so I'm just going to take their eggs and kill them, you know? Right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. Don't be ridiculous. Shipwreck. What can I do with the shipwreck? Wood, I suppose. Looks like wood, yes. Wood was the answer, as if there was any question. It's a beautiful day, and hey, guys! Come and get me. Crabs. Crab meat. I gotta say, those little suckers scuttle really quickly. Wood. It looks like I should have had something in it. Not just be made of wood, but have stuff, you know, inside that was cool and nifty and perhaps useful. Just putting that out there. Alright, now, we found that... Missed him twice. We found... Oh, dodos here too. I don't want dodos, I want boars. I need boar skin to make clothing for myself. I mean, sure, I'm a handsome-looking devil. But, you know, every girl crazy about a sharp-dressed man. To quote the great philosopher ZZ Top. This is new terrain for me. I haven't been here before. Not that I expect there's actually anything over here at the... More busted-ass boat bits. Looking for boar in all the wrong... a sow. Now we're talking. Put that away. More boars. Ooh, what do we got a glowy? We got some kind of glowy over here. An ancient container. It had a wooden talisman. We have a palm tree. Hang over. Ooh! Recipe. And a minor healing potion. I didn't realize there was like treasure in these places. You'll learn something new pretty frequently. I'm sure there's never any kind of problem. Debris. An ancient chest. I'm full on inventory again. That was quick. Oh, we definitely want another sow. Look around, make sure her boyfriend's not around. I mean, because that could be a problem. Thought I heard one. Oh, it's a dodo. Stupid bird brains, literally. Anything we can drop off. I don't think we actually need to carry extra wood. Call me crazy. Please do. Is that the wood? That's the wood I just dropped. Couple more wooden talismans and experience points. I like experience points, and I cannot lie. Actually, I can lie. I frequently lie. I'm kind of a lying dog. That was bad. The combat is sometimes not representative in that sometimes you're not facing the way you think you're facing. You move and you're facing this way. I would much rather have my... I'm used to the camera to work sort of the way it does, say, in Guild Wars 2. In Action Cam, where it's always pointing in the direction you're facing. Didn't see anything? I died. Oh, you meant you were being kind to the old man and pretending you didn't see him die. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thoughtful. Got dodos. And me. Oh, and the door... He's teabagging me. The fucking boar is teabagging me. That's kind of funny. Bandage. And hunger. I did pork his friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you my viewers. Actually, that was a boast, not a complaint, by the way. Put his hog right on my face. Yep, right on my dead face. That's true. That's a big-ass crab. I'm not sure if I've seen the big-ass crabs before. If you're not familiar with XKCD, the comic, Thorn Fiddler, I have killed one of those before. We're going to return to camp, I think. Which is due east. He does the guy, Randall Munro, who does it. It's a webcomic. And he does a lot of sort of strange tech-based humor, physics-based humor. These things may not sound funny to a lot of people. But he also came up with what I think can be referred to as the ass rule, which is if you refer to something as blank ass, like that's a badass car, you need to move the hyphen. So instead of it being a badass car, it's a bad ass car. Hey Z, how you doing? And ever since that particular comic came out, I have been completely unable to use I went entirely the wrong way. Use the standard badass, big ass, anything ass reference without automatically having my brain move the hyphen. Thank you, Randall Monroe. XKCD is definitely geek humor. But occasionally he also does non-geek stuff that can be incredibly informative. Honey, I'm home. Yeah, and to be clear, I don't always get all the references. Most of the time I do. But occasionally he'll drop one. Just this week, I think, one of them I didn't get. I think he was referring to a piece of internet memology of which I'm not aware. Which may sound difficult to believe that there's a piece of memology that I'm not aware, given that I have been on the interwebs since the mid-17th century, give or take. Yeah, I honest to God, I have no idea what it was. It was only thing that was unusual about it is I chose to not try and figure it out. Most of the time, I have a burning desire to look it up and figure out what the hell I don't understand. Whatever reason this time, I didn't much care. All right, we have our first nail. Or nails. More bird meat. Minor healing potion. I think I'm going to keep that around. As that, I believe, is instant. Yeah, 40%. The bandages are for less emergency thingies. And can I use the rough hide now? Can I make another piece of my clothing? I nailed it. It's going to be a long stream. Armor and clothing. Let's see. Gloves, 2. Is everything 2? That doesn't make sense that it's all 2 when I have 7. No, they take 7. Oh, dear. Really? Oh. They take 3 and I have 7? I guess I just need the coarse fabric, which I think we make over here. Available, I can make 38. I'm going to make 15. 15 is a good number. I like 15. No, there is a threshold for dad jokes. You'll strive to ride. Yeah, right on the edge. That's where you want to be. It's a delicate balance. Evidently, I actually have 7, so I can make 3 pieces. 3, 5. I'll have everything except the gloves. So I'm going to do that. Why does it not accept the space when I hit the space? It did earlier. Now it does not. Not that it really matters to me. I'm just curious. I need 2 more hide. Not tumor hide, that would be gross. Where did they go? Did I not pick them up? I did not pick them up. Take them all. It likes to be difficult. The Fae is here. Good evening. The lovely and talented Fae, my kin leader, for those of you who played Lord of the Rings online, that's a guild master. In Lord of the Rings, my longtime friend. Pain in my butt that I sadly cannot say anything bad about. She knows I didn't mean the pain in the butt thing. Wow, guy. Guy. You are. You know, except for when you're not. Hi, Faye. My volume is louder. Not my doing. Let's see, so these were 90 defense each. The new ones are 100 defense. That's it? That really doesn't strike me as a lot. I'm a pirate, Faye. Oh, that's where I dropped my broken blade. Yeah, it's not your best work. I'll just put it that way. Okay, I think we need more copper. I have switched screen corners so that people can see the buffs in the lower left. I have... interesting. So that takes care of hunger, but I don't have a food buff. Can I... I'm going to make some food. Well, you can't really see the bald, but yes, I'm old and bald and as chunky as I could get and goatee. No, it's a goatee. It's just a slightly fuller goatee than I can actually manage. I almost got stuck up in midair. Just like in real life. I have no idea what that means. Skewered meat, maybe? Bacon and eggs. I can make a lot of bacon and eggs. I'm going to make 10 bacon and eggs. Because if I never get run through, they're going to get me with the cholesterol. I also have really cool tattoos, just like in real life. In fact, my actual tattoos are identical to his tattoos. I have no tattoos. Let's see. The coarse fabric I can put away. I can throw those away because I don't need them no more. So we're going to drop these. I think that's a drop is, yeah, 1, 2. I could probably use... I'm too close to build another... I don't want to build another bonfire. I just need to build another storage thing. There we are. Okay, so... I'm going to rearrange things here. That's the emergency. That's the less of an emergency. Bacon and eggs should be food. We should be able to eat that. You see we have the soup broth in the middle slot, and if I eat bacon and eggs, I think it'll fill the third slot down there in the bottom left. It did. So you apparently can have sort of a drink buff and a food buff, and I'm guessing a potion buff is the third one. Tentacle tattoo? If I were going for a tattoo, tentacle tattoo would be an excellent choice for me. Fat body, good evening, my friend. Now, I've had a couple of tattoos in mind for years, but I lack the gumption to have to get stuck a few thousand times with a needle. One is the inscription from the One Ring. Ashnaz Gerbachalik, Ashnaz Gimbatul, Ashnaz Thrakachulik, Ishi Burzum. Can't remember the last word. God damn it. How many people do you think that can quote you the black speech version of the inscription on the One Ring? The other I wanted was the Rider-Waite Tarot image of the Fool. And then, if I like that, the Rider-Waite image of, is it the Mage? The Magus? On the other side. Basically like, you know, one here and the other one here. The balanced thing. The fool, the sorcerer, the mage. Magician, thank you. Yeah, so the magician and the fool in one package, I've always felt was I could suffer from worse descriptions. That's the thing. I don't need the stone, but I do need the copper. You tote 16 tons, and what do you get? Spongo Smallberries, for those who are unaware, was the name by which I was most known to my Lord of the Rings playing buddies. He was my hobbit thief. The second character I was known by was Lens. Another day older. I wish it was just a day. I don't think I need the stone, so let's just drop the stone and get us more copper. St. Peter, don't you call me, because I can't come. I can't go, sorry. I owe my soul to the company store. Catch my breath. Start. Chopping rocks. All right. I think we've got a bunch. We can head back to home, away from home. Actually, it's the only home I've got in this place. I'm not going the right way, am I? I am not going the right way again. As I have said in the past, if I have my choice of two directions, I will choose a third that's even more wrong than the one that isn't right. We are also going to take out this sow, as that should give us enough rough hide. No, we need one more rough hide. You couldn't even give me two when I needed two, could you? How terribly rude and boorish. I have fallen into the hole again. It's fine. It's a perfectly nice hole. Let's see. Charcoal kiln. Take all that. I can feel a sneeze sort of brewing in my schnot locker. We can make a bunch. So we're going to start making copper. Now we're going to put away everything, because everything in its place, and a place for everything. I have a sneeze brewing. I can feel it wandering around in my sinuses, desperately seeking a way out. There is no escape. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like you can have two food buffs. It wasn't like a drink buff and a food buff, because when the first one ran out, the second one scooted over. Scooted over in the lower left-hand corner. So if I were to eat a little bit more broth, it should pop up where the drumstick icon is. I have figured things out. I am smarter than I look. Or sound, or testing indicates. What would I need for a pistol? I'd need more wood. And more copper. The copper is baking, so to speak. I'm using the wrong thing. You know what works better? The tool for the job works better than the tool not for the job. Which seems arbitrary to me. Use the club? No. I chose to not get the club. I chose to make the saber instead, the cutlass. I am a pirate from a more civilized era. Timber! Lens is a pirate, yar. We will take the copper we've got. We will come over here. And we're going to make not the club lens. Just smart at useless things. I consider smart to be subject specific. For instance, I was not smart at getting the volume to go up on my streams. I was smart in being overly charismatic if someone volunteered to give me the information. What can I say? I am just charisma made manifest. We're going to craft a pistol. I now have a pistol. A better pistol, I should say. So many comments. Yes, I knew I could count on you. 100 attack. The one I currently have is 90 attack. 300 pierce. This one has 360 pierce. There we go. We're going to drop the worn out pistol with the rest of my worn out goods because I'm a worn out old man. Smart enough to use the correct term volume and not gain, even though it all says gain. Well, all work and no gain makes lens a quiet street. Never mind. I was trying too hard. Wood. Wood is going in here, I think. No, it's not. Wood will go in here then. And sure. An ignot. Does that remind you anything of Faye? One of our old Latro guildies used the word if you're forging a bunch of metal, it produced ignots. Not ingots, it produced ignots. I don't think anyone ever corrected him that I'm aware of because we all liked him too much. All work and no coconut mean lens use bigger club. That's a really difficult sentence to parse. Let's see, do we have anything we need over here? Let's see. Stone bullets, how much do they hit for? I need gunpowder before I can reliably even use that. And, we have sulfur, right here, but it needs an iron pickaxe. And, My pickaxe is one I can use to pick my friends and pick my nose, but I can't pick my friend's nose. Benjamin Franklin. Did we did not no, we still need one more rough hide to finish our lovely scenic. You don't think it would end well? Well, that's pretty much standard operating procedure around here. Let's see. We've been to that traveler's camp. I'm going to go around here to the north and see if I can find anything interesting. I know there is a camp here somewhere that has pirates, I think. Oh, thorn fiddler. Ow, okay. Maybe I should try hitting instead of missing. What do you guys think? Oh, he's got a friend. And it would help if I was using a weapon instead of something that's not a weapon. That was a not very successful bit of combat. I mean, I didn't die. So, I mean, it's not like a complete failure, but I can't say that that was successful. Ah, sunrise on a deserted island. You can tell it's deserted because there's cotton candy everywhere and pie, root beer floats. Yeah, the hatchet was a good look. Wasn't very effective, but it was a good look. Hey, I had the freaking parry up. And I didn't parry. Lots of crabs. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the undead. A drowned. Oh, he can throw shit at me. Well, that ain't cool. So, for the record, not a fan of the undead. I mean, I don't like to be... Is that racist? Scallops. All right, a dodo. I don't think I want to mess with an undead who has 2 crabs for friends. Or alternately, I don't want to mess with crabs that have undead for friends. Oh, the undead are out in the water. The drowned. That reminds me of... Oh, I can't remember the name. There was a movie long ago. Deep Pressure, or it was Deep something, or Pressure something. Basically about a bunch of underwater zombies who'd been made into underwater zombies by experimenting, the Nazis experimenting on some of their soldiers. So it was about underwater Nazi zombies. No, I'm not making it up. Although that is a reasonable assumption. The image for it showed like a couple of human faces where they're wearing very dark goggles. Might be shockwaves. Might very well be shockwaves. Have I been here before? Yeah, I have been here before. Right, this is the ruined camp. 1977 shockwaves. Does it have... Is the image correct that there are like two Aryan-looking guys with goggles with... that are basically black glass goggles? Peter Cushing? Could be. I mean, I saw it many, many years ago. In the Bay Area, there used to be a show called Creature Feature. I'm sure that there were Creature Feature shows in a lot of places, but the one in the Bay Area was hosted by a guy named Bob Wilkins, with a sense of humor so dry it can only be described as Saharan. About a group of tourists who encounter aquatic Nazi zombies. Yeah, I don't think there are a whole lot of aquatic Nazi zombie movies out there, so I'm going to go with yes. John Carradine, too. Hey, you got to cash those checks, you know? It's that simple. Oh, we have a boar. Ow! Almost got me. Not a fan of being almost got, although I now have the rough hide I will need to make my last piece of gear. All right, I'm going to go back to camp. How are we doing on inventory? We got some space. I'm going to get some more wonderful copper. I'm only interested in the wonderful copper. The crappy copper can go fish. For Nazi zombies. Underwater Nazi zombies. Got an itch? Hold on. I really should just get a goddamn back scratcher, you know? My inventory is full. Is it really? Is it? Is it, though? I guess it is. It is full, but we can drop the stone, and we still have room for more copper. So we will now drop the stone like a rock. We'll drop it like a rock. Sorry. Fork plus rubber band plus ruler equals back scratcher and or mega fork. Might be overkill. I prefer to expend minimal amounts of time and effort while also spending relatively minimal amounts of money and just having it all delivered to my home. I mean, a couple of days ago while I was streaming, it was 61 degrees in here and my heater still wasn't working. just before stream, I ordered a space heater. It showed up during stream, and my home has been delightful. Well, okay, that's an overstatement. It's been pleasantly temperate. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Cause ruler, get it? Well, you know, I hate to boast, but I've got 12 inches. But I don't use it as a rule. Why, no, in point of fact, there are no depths to which I will not stoop. Thank you for noticing. No meat there. No bird meat there. Eggs there. That there. More undead essence. Ooh. Pearl. Is it the black pearl? Fishy, 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 fish. Look at all that copper we've got. We need more wood. Time for me to chop down a couple more trees. I am an environmental hazard. A walking, talking environmental hazard. Where to get wood? I guess I was stumped. Timber. Wood, wood, wood. Stump. Timber. Is that all? 3 pieces of wood from a tree. Well, we're going to make a lot more ash and whatever the other... Ash and charcoal, I think, right? Yeah, ash and charcoal. 15 more. There we go. Take what we got. We'll make more copper. We'll then make ourselves our new gloves. They will be so stylish, guys. I promise. What was there? Bandages. We're out of bandages. We can't have that. Well, I mean, we can, obviously, because we do. Just not really a fan. All right, ash goes there. Little goody 2 shoes. Lens needs more bandages, more band-aids. Preferably, also, can I get a little Neosporin to go with that? That would be great. The punniest stream of all of Twitch. I don't know, man. I was watching Josh Strife Hayes earlier today, and he had apparently taken it as a dare from his community to just do non-fucking stop dad jokes and puns. I know nobody in chat dared him to, just he just was fed up with people in stream and decided to take it out in the most Josh Strife Hayes way imaginable. Right, we were going to make gloves. I'm at the wrong place to make gloves. We are to make gloves here. Now, I have gotten... I have a couple of times on his stream. I mean, he's got 2,500 people watching him today. So, you know, his chat's just going by like that. But I have busted him up notably in chat twice. At least twice. Gloves. And the reason I know is it's part of the parasocial effect. If you're not familiar with parasocial things, it is the feeling that you have an ongoing relationship with a streamer. Not like a romantic one, most of the time, unless you're, you know, cuckoo. But that, you know, the streamer is sees you as something other than just a viewer. And the perfect example of that, in my point of view, at one time I was watching Muckluck. And Muckluck was talking about parasocial relationships and the sort of the streamer-viewer relationship. And I put a tell into his chat, what's parasocial mean, Daddy? And that really busted him up. And him laughing at what I said caused my brain to produce the juices that reinforce the parasocial feeling. So I experienced the parasocial urge by making a joke about the parasocial urge. No, it's perfectly normal, actually, to have some sort of parasocial, you know, emotions towards a streamer. If you interact with them and you get a positive feedback, that's normal. That same thing happens if you're just chatting with a stranger at a party. That has a reinforcing effect. But what makes it parasocial, though, is the overwhelming amount that it's a one-directional thing and that it can get into the creepy fixation stuff, which is terrifying. Let's see. I can make bullets, but I still don't. Combat repair kit. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know who you are anymore. Everything needed to patch up a ship. Repair kit for work done outside of combat. Nails. I can make nails now. What needed nails? Something I was going to make needed nails. Was it something I was going to build? Yes, it was some of the stuff I could build, like I can make a storage bale. Follow me anywhere, on any platform. Oh, wait, I don't have to. You just see me on Discord. You can see me on YouTube, too. Come on. Come on. Drive those algorithms. Reinforce those algorithms. Don't. I think that had required nails. That required nails, so I could make larger storage. Let's see. I can make it one more bacon and eggs. I can make... How much dodo broth do I have? I have 5 and I have 9. Let's make one more bacon and eggs and 5 dodo broths. That way, we will have exactly the same amount of both. And I'll just remember to take both at the same time. To have a little dodo broth along with my bacon and eggs. And now I should have 10 of each. I have 10 of each. Math, guys. It's the key to the universe. Refuse to feed the machine. Oh, but the machine. Welcome. Welcome, my son, to the machine. Wrong kind of axe. There we go. I'm getting some wood. Not getting any nails. I got a nail earlier from one piece of a shipwreck. Now, the other guy I have, the doctor who is in my camp, said that the rest of the crew, who were the ones who were still alive anyway, were being held, presumably, I think they were by pirates. And for that, we'll see if I can call a boat. That would be a boat. Well, me and that boat, you know, we have a lot in common. We're a little dingy. Oh, the stupid just never stops. I have no idea what direction I'm supposed to sail in. Does it get put away? It does not get put away. Ship recall is not available yet. Why is it going so far away every time? I'm trying to see if I can... Now I can call my boat to sail to another island. Fine, we'll sail to another island. I'll swim a little. I'm on board my ship! You know, the game's not polished yet. This would be great to have the boat pop out of the water, like breach the surface. No, I don't understand what you mean, yeah. The game is going to have magic as part of what it offers. If, you know, if you didn't have the clue from the zombies, as an example. I see an island in the distance. That is coffee I am drinking. If it's that cup, it's always coffee. There are only 3 vessels, non-nautical, that I will be drinking from on stream. If it's the metal Pete's coffee cup, it is coffee. If it is a large thermos-looking thing, that's water. If it's a clear plastic margarita cup from Marie Callender's, where most of the words on the outside have been worn off because it's been used so many times for so many drinks, that's the adult leisure beverages. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. That would be a long swim from back there. Okay, we are headed... okay, just to remind myself, it looks like the map will be very pointed. We are headed southeast. I don't know. If I tried to actively swim, certainly. But if I just floated on my back and sort of slowly made it, worked towards it, it might be survival. But if I tried to swim it, no way. If I had the current with me and could just, you know, float on my back the whole way, possible. Any kind of currents that aren't blowing the right way, though, yeah, doomed. Doomed, doomed, doomed. That looks like a wrecked boat. How do I get out? I get out like that. Another freaking crab, huh? You think I'm afraid of you just because you're an enormous freaking... Oh, 2 of them. I thought it was 1. It's 2. And it looked like it went, come on, come on. Here, we'll watch and see if it does it again. The Thorn Fiddler. Is it going to do it again? No, just going to threaten. Fine, I'll take the warning. Another Thorn Fiddler. All right, well. Oh, and another Thorn Fiddler. Lots and lots of crabs. Got a regular Thorn Fiddler. It is just a 2-shield one, I think. Before I do something dumb, I'm going to do something smart. I'm going to eat and eat. There we go. I'm buffed up. I'm ready to go. Let's party like it's 1790. All right, 2 of them down. We've got a sparkly. Provisions, nails, some other stuff. Ooh, all kinds of goodies. I like this island so far. Shiny indeed. My weapon is not much stronger than I actually got ashore with. I was a little disappointed. What is this? This is the Executioner. It's a 2-hander. It's crude. Killing enemies grants stacks of rage effect. Each increases your critical chance by up to 10%. Yes, that's a polearm. But I did not expend any points in strength. The ship washed ashore ages ago. The hull's rotten and the planks are only good for kindling. This one's beyond saving. Stupid thorn fiddlers on the roof. You're probably saying, where are you going, Lens? Interesting. Yeah, the tide pushed you ashore. That's interesting. Let's hope we won't die, but I need to get coffee. I will be right back. Be kind to me, Neptune. Send not your minions. My plea. Have been generous to me. Thank you, Neptune. You the man. Okay, God. You the God. The Comic Sans is gone. You gonna try your luck, buddy? Didn't even get any crab meat out of those, you know? Oh, this is old shipwreckage. Yeah, this one's beyond saving too. Both halves. Yep. Crab. It's interesting that the crabs that are the size of, I don't know, a sheep give you no crab meat, but the little tiny crabs give you crab meat. All right, we got clay. A level 1 coastal dodo. That one's really low. Well, let's go to higher ground. All right, we got clay. We'll stick close to the shore. That'll make finding our way back to our boat easy. Assuming, of course, the high tide doesn't float it away and I'm stranded here again on an island. That looks like some sort of harvestable plant. No available inventory slots. You gotta be kidding me. They're not kidding me. What do we want to drop? Crab. Key discovery, a misty orchid. I feel misty. We've got a boar. A 3-shield boar, so a tougher one. I think we can drop the bird meat. We can drop the 1 plant fiber. Oh, there they are. Just sitting there. Oh, we have some shipwreckage. We'll switch to the axe. I don't really need wood, you know? But I'm hoping to get like some nails out. There we go. We got a couple of nails. That's good. A couple more nails. We have a dodo as a streamer. Take a shower, be back if I'm still grinding. I'm probably good for another 45 minutes or so. I know my crew is on one of these islands, imprisoned by bad people. Need a bigger boat. That's the shipwreck site. Okay. Oh, we got stuff there. All right, we're going to head towards the site. We've got more of the misty orchids. And I'm trying to be, as always, I am a risk-averse player of games, so I tend to take things at a very deliberate pace. And when I say deliberate, of course, I mean slow. Whoop, dodo. We don't want that. We'll hold on to that for a minute, I guess. That'll be the first thing we drop, though, I'm telling you right now. So I tend not to run unless I need to run somewhere or know where I'm going, that kind of thing. Ooh, okay, that's a ship that might have ruins that we can get some good building materials out of. And there's an undead and some pigs. Crabs? Crabs. Over on the other side, we've got undead and crab. A quest updated, I need a bigger boat. Now, that's an undead and 2 crabs, it looks like. I'm going to get myself murdered here, I expect. So, broth and bacon and eggs. Alright, Fiddler, come on. Come get some. He's coming. He had an undead essence. Is he an undead crab? Is that the problem? Was not expecting undead crabs. A swollen drowned. Oh, that's really not what I wanted to hear. You coming, Thorn Fiddler? Are you a big chicken? Metaphorically. Not actually a chicken, you're a crab. I understand that. Come on, Fiddler. I've got just the roof for you. Come get some. You coming to get some? And now the swollen drowned. It's just, there's no way that's actually good. Oh, what the shit was that? Puke? Blue puke. Take a health potion, and I'm going back in, and we're going to kill the dead man again, because he was already dead, because he's undead. That's the way it works. Ship on shore is badly damaged. We'll have to labor to get her afloat. You'll need 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 pieces of coarse fabric, and 10 ropes. Well, now we know what we'll need, don't we? That stuff. Wood, nails, fabric, and ropes. So 100, 20, 20, and 10 ropes. Same, yeah. Just checking. All right. We got more bad things. All right, we came in up there. Let's head northwest and start heading back. Now that we know what we need, we can make everything we need at our home camp. That's a big boar. That's a savage boar. That's a big savage boar. I have nothing but an abiding affection for the boars who make up part of my constituency. I find them welcoming in that they charge up to hug me, and also occasionally delicious when properly prepared. Who's behind me? Oh, it's an Azure Dodo. Now we know we don't need plant fiber. Over here we've got more ruins. We do have stuff we can drop. Old skeleton. 2 bullet holes clean through it. The skull. Ooh. Okay. Somebody was not fortunate. A charging boar of level 6. I don't like my odds against a level 6 boar when I am in fact level 2. Because if you're not aware of it, 6 is significantly larger than 2. Oh, you interrupt my big attack. Oh, another one, huh? Alright. Time to drop that and that. There's our boat. 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 fabric, and I think it was 5 rope or 10 rope. Time to head for home. Yep. It's Miller time. Although millers are people who like grind grain, and I'm actually sailing. In real life, sailing is exactly this easy, by the way. Now, I think what I can do is I can just leave my boat. I think basically the boat is similar to mounts in most MMOs in that you can just summon it to you. So I don't think I had to work my way all the way back across the island. But I chose to because I believe in verisimilitude. So after 3.5 hours of playing, I would say that this seems to me to be a perfectly fine survival crafting game so far. Solid, and with a lot of promise. For anyone who's not aware, it is a demo. You can try it on Steam yourself if you want. Don't cost nothing. I am just about there. Now, over the course of about the last 1.5 or 2 years, I have become quite fond of the survival crafting genre. Played a bunch of them. My favorite is Dune Awakening. That is a full-price game. And so I would not recommend it as an introduction unless you know that you're a big fan of the Dune franchise and want to take a spin on it. Nightingale is one I've played a great deal. Currently $6, I think, on Steam. And they have future-proofed that game. What they did is you can run it locally or as a server for your friends. So even if they stop servicing the game, you'll still be able to play it. And I can't speak highly enough about how much I wish so many other games did the same thing. You know, so many games require you the games as a service stuff. These guys give you the option. You can do it on a shared server where your friends can connect easily, or you can set up a server locally to play it yourself or to play it with friends. Also, I very much like the setting. It's very cool and different. I like the setting so far here as well, which is also cool, interesting, and interesting. All right, I'm going to need 100 wood. That will be pretty easy to come by, I expect. Let's see. Those go there. The undead essence. Ew. Goes there. That goes there. Got steel nails. High quality nails brought from the homeland. The most reliable way to get them is to seize them from other ships or salvage them from wreckage. Provisions. Some nails. Okay, so is 40 the stack size? I think 40 is the stack size. So we have 40 wood. Okay, that doesn't have that. Okay, over here, that goes there. Goes there. Here we've got the copper. I'm so used to Dune Awakening, I keep hitting the wrong key. It's the right key for Dune Awakening, but this, if you're not aware, this is not Dune. Alright, so I believe we had like 2 of the cloth. Coarse fabric. That was 20. We're going to need 100 wood, 20 fabric, 20 nails. And I think... I don't think we need steel nails, though. So I think what I want to do is move this stuff and use this as the place where we're storing all of our stuff that we need for the boat. Fix the boat. I could have sworn I just picked that up. I did not, did I? I did not. So we're going to need that. I think we're going to need the fiber for rope. We had like 5 nails, I think. Go in there. They did. Keep doing it. Habits are hard to break once you get into them. You may have noticed. That will be there because we need rope. Coarse fabric 20. 20 nails. 100 wood. And 10 rope, I think it was. 5 or 10 rope. 10 rope, I think. Let's see if we've got everything out of here. Let's take all that. Come over here. We'll take all that. We'll just go ahead and make it all. This can go in there. The ash. Oh, that was charcoal. Charcoal 2. Ash goes there. 46. Excellent. Good. I remembered. Got it right that time. I'm not as hopeless as I seem. I'm only almost as hopeless as I seem. Okay, so, coarse fabric. I know we need 20. That should be here. I didn't notice how many we already had because my brain. We'll just leave it at my brain and that should explain everything. 2. You need 18 more. We'll make them right now. Right bleeping now. Take them. All right. We now have our 20 coarse fabric. We have 5 nails. Workbench, I think. 5 pieces. We need 3. That'll give us 20. We're going to need wood and rope. I don't remember what we need to make rope. Rope also requires the fibers, and I think that was 10. Available 7. Right, we can make 7. We just need to make 10. We just need 7 more. Plant fibers. Okay. Somehow I managed to run right past all those other ones. We need, I think it was 10 rope. My food wore off. So my hit points went way down. Oh no. Did I remember to pick it up? I remember. No, I did not remember to pick it up. I am really bad. I keep hitting the E. And E does not pick the things up. Clicking take all picks them up. All right. Now all we need is 58 more wood. Won't take but a minute or 12. Let's get chopping. Oh, we got a lovely bunch of coconuts. And we were double chopping there. We were chopping the one that was already down and chopping the other one. We believe in ethically, locally sourced chopped wood. Cruelty-free, unless you're a tree. In which case, yeah, kind of cruel. Not gonna lie, it's heartless to the trees. Unless the trees have heartwood, in which case it's not heartless. Uh, 32. We're about halfway, roughly. Ah, the moon. Interesting, you can actually see the moon moving through the sky at an appreciable pace. I am going to deforestify this entire island. Forestification, of course. Absolutely a word. I wouldn't lie about something like that. I would lie about anything. Don't hit me in the head. Valheim will kill your character if you chop a tree and let it hit you on the head. You've got enough. We've got everything we need to fix that boat. I got some more coconuts. Did it again. Did it again. Right, we have 100 logs, 20 coarse fabric, 20 nails, and 10 rope. I think that's everything we need. If my brain hasn't completely shrunk down to pea-sized nothing, which is maybe 50-50, we're going to sail through the evening. I am going to pick another thing I like about this game. There are some survival games which I can't tell you how much I hate when they do this. That, and it may sound a bit silly, where if you don't eat or drink, you die. Now, my hatred for this mechanic goes all the way back to, I believe it was either the first Ultima game or the predecessor to it, to Calabeth. A name he stole from the Lord of the Rings, Lord British, which had that mechanic. There's nothing heroic or interesting about a mechanic like that. So I prefer survival crafting games where instead of punishing you for not doing a boring task, they reward you for doing a task. So eating and drinking gives you buffs, is much better than eating and drinking failing to do so outright kills you. I will note an exception to that. Water management is a vital part of Dune, the books, and Dune Awakening movies. So in that particular case, food doesn't really matter. Food gives you buffs. But water, because it is a prime necessity, I have no problem with it. Because in that case, they're not just giving you busy work. That is core to the survival mechanic on Dune.
This has been my TED Talk.
Can I zoom on this? I can. Very, very nice. That is rescuing the crew. That's the I need a bigger boat. Oh, the crew's over there. Back in time for hydration, or at least me talking about hydration an awful lot. Yes, I was just commenting that this game does it right, in that food and water give you buffs, or food gives you buffs. You're not going to starve to death if you don't take it, but you're going to be at a disadvantage. I have received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Thanks, guys. I firmly believe that my streams are more interesting and I'm a better streamer when I have an active chat. Thank you, guys. Oh, undead. Undead. Water zombies. Probably not Nazis, though. I wish it remembered where we... Throw shit at you when you're in a boat, is the question. He did not. I did not get close enough to him, perhaps, to attempt to leverage his minor league baseball career into additional annoyance. So apparently this is the island that has my missing crew. Somewhere in this area. Being held, that might be it. Being held by, guess what? Pirates! You guessed. How did you guess? Just a leisurely sail, you know. I mean, I wish I could sail a little faster, but it's kind of a knotty problem. Oh, another one. Maybe they don't aggro when you're on a boat. Oh, that looked like a fire over there. Right over there somewhere. Which would probably be the bad guys who are holding my crew captives. Dad joke. I'm going to assume that that is the encampment where my minions are being held, and that is a task for the not very distant future. Right now, we're trying to fix the bigger boat. Bigger, better boat. Is that the boat there? It appears to be the boat there. That's our new and improved, hopefully bigger boot. We may have to eventually then sail back to where we have our home base, pick up the good doctor, Dr. Galen. G-A-L-E-N. I worked with a woman named Galen, G-A-L-Y-N. Well, we're here. Arrgh. Just to be on the safe side. A little broth, some bacon and eggs. Come on. Do I have to go to the dock because my boat is sick? Yeah. Sick of our bad jokes. Alright, we have crab, and crab, but no dead guy. Repair the ship. I counted correctly. I have a bigger boat. Cringiest joke of the night. That one was... on the cringe scale, that was like a 4. I'm always 0 to 10, by the way. To finish your repairs and get her afloat, we'll need hands. 7 men should do. Well, that answers that question. We're going to need 7 men. Let's take a look at the encampment of bad guys. And see what would be required for us to free our men. Maybe I should get the doctor before I try, but I will at least give it a look-see, you know? A bit of a look-see. Those glowies are the plants that I picked up earlier. A few of. There we are. Okay. A ways to go further. Undead, undead. What you gonna do? What do we want? Brains! When do we want them? Brains! Alright, this is the enemy encampment. expect. Aha! I don't see anyone. It's 0 of 1. Ah, I see somebody, I think. I do see one. One bad guy. A sailor. Yeah, well, 2 sailors. Three. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Can I get on board my boat? I just want to run away, guys. Honest, I'll be fine. Can they hit me in the boat? Evidently not. Okay, there's 3 of them. Lesson learned. Oh, maybe one of them's fighting a crab. I can root for the crab. Okay, that was suboptimal. What level were those guys? Were those guys like level 6? All right, we're going after the guy who's by himself. Yeah, level 6. He's almost dead, though. Damn it. All right, we got one. Insignia of a Blackbeard crewman. Arrgh. ETs, we got one. I'd like to thank the crab. He did stout work today and dropped a closed scallop shell. I am very appreciative for his hard work. Extremely well done. All right, we have one of them there. Where was the other one? There's the other one. All right. Oh, I can't make bandages here. That's not great. I didn't even consider that. Okay, where'd he go? Where'd you go, dude? Dude? Are you fighting a crab too? I would be thankful if he was fighting a crab. Dude alone to my right. That is an undead. So there's one of them. And here's the other one. Hi. All right, we want to bring him back here away from the other one, hopefully. Is he coming? Come on, you landlubber! Is he coming? He's slowly coming. Come on. Come on, you're not tethered. You have free will. Come on, dude. God damn it. I'm almost dead. I am dead. No, 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 no. Time to run again. Time to run again. Whoop, wrong way. Ah. So, I died. It just feels like my combat abilities are not up to snuff. We'll make some more bandages. We're going to bring him with us. I'm at the wrong place. That's the wrong place. This is the right place. Bandages. I need more, Right. More bandages would be good. We'll start with that. More bandages. Of course, fabric. How about we make 10? And then we turn those into 10 bandages. An army of fiddlers, and I'm good to go. That would work. I don't know if I'm crabby enough for that, Dr.
I
Galen.
remain at your service.
Have anything? Do you see what happened to my ship? I don't know if I can actually get him to join me on the boat. We'll try summoning the boat again. We'll see if we can get him to rejoin us. In the boat. I promise I'll res you, Doc.
I remain at your service.
Doesn't look like it. B. B is building, but the only option I have, you can't see it in lower right. There's a B button, and that's the build. And it has one option that's a hammer, which means stuff that I could do. And I assume then the other icon is basically a human head kind of figure. And I assume that is if I have crafters with me, things they can build that I can't. We have K, which summons the boat. We're going to try one more time. Going to take us a bit to sail across again, back to where we were. I had an army of fiddlers, but sadly I recruited them on top of my house, and now they're stuck on the roof. That actually turn me or no? It is keys to turn, not just mousy function. Many, many, many years ago, I think it was junior high school. So, I mean, that's many, many, many. My class got to go to a version of Fiddler on the Roof, starring Zero Mostel. If you're not familiar with Zero Mostel, my suggestion would be to see him in Mel Brooks's The Producers. With Gene Wilder. Skid Row story. It depends on how ill-dressed the fiddler is. Or by Skid Row, did you mean the band? I wish it would remember your zoom, so that when you exit and come back in, you don't have to bop back and forth, so to speak. 10 knots does appear to be my maximum speed. So we fixed the boat, but combat is pretty rough right now. And those guys are, I'm level 2, they're level 6. And the one I killed mostly got killed by a crab. I just sort of picked up the crab leavings. I'm not sure parry. I'm not sure if it's a cooldown or if you have to click each time to parry. In other words, parry, let it down, parry again, and if there's a cooldown on that, or if there's a stamina cost for parrying. If I don't actually, raining all over the world tonight. But what we can do is we can park ourselves like this, so that if we need to run, we can immediately turn away. That's my death. That's where I died. And there's the guy who killed me. Still standing there. All right. Food up. All right, I've got him about a third dead. He coming? All right. Not too terribly bad. Let's grab our bits, our kibbles and bits. I have 1 round. I'm going to use my 1 round on this last dude. Hopefully it's the last dude, you know. That they didn't like respawn or nothing. That would be frustrating. I have an idea. Let's heal up. There he is. I hit him. He just stood there. Got them all. Okay, I wasn't expecting to be able to sit there. This thing was all sparkly. I thought I'd get something out of that. Homemade gunpowder. Okay, that's... I had how much? I had a bunch? Really? Seriously? How did I not know that? Ooh, marksman's pants, bandage, and copper bullets. I'm okay with all of those things. And we've got a friend here.
Next round's on me, if I live.
Don't walk away. Get me out of here. Galen sent me. I'll have you out in a moment. Hold fast. The lock is jammed. Glad the doc made it. Just don't leave me, mate. There's devilry in this place. I don't leave a man behind. Thanks, mate. If it weren't for you, they'd have finished me today. After the doc got away, there were 3 of us left. The drown took 2, nearly had me too. You know, the pirates are holding the other captives? In camps like this, scattered across the archipelago. Head to the camp nearby. You'll be safe there. Together, we'll get out of this place. Free the sailor. I'll keep watch for pirates nearby. I have rescued a crewman.
Just need a breath.
That's 1. We need 7 to drive the boat. And yes, I said drive. Sorry. We need 7 to fly the boat, and I have 2 now. Marksman's pants. Tortuga's marksman. Favorite attire made of light fabric. It allows easier movement across rough terrain and steadier shots. Marksman's rig when you get 2. So we have set bonuses. Sprinting, jump, and dash consume 30% less stamina. And we have 4 pieces. Increases range of damage by 15%. That's a significant buff. Doesn't look like there's anything else here.
Give me a minute. Then I'm...
So I assume then he's going to vanish when I head back, which I am going to do now. I'm going to head back and likely call it an evening. Because if I called it a potato, it wouldn't make any sense. So, I did better at combat that time, I think we can all agree. Although, I hit the guy and it said 36. I didn't see any damage when I engaged with him. Hey, Nod Knox. Not quite done. It's like 5 minutes to sail back. Then I'll be done. I mean, I'll have my normal end of the evening spiel, you know. I shot him in the belt buckle. Maybe a little below, and just there wasn't much to shoot there. That's right, I'm trash talking a dead guy. That's why the pants were there for loot. I like that thought. Very good thinking. We're headed back to my first little island. I know that there's 3 islands in the demo. And there must be enough camps around that you can free 7 guys, because I've seen people playing the demo where they were in a ship that had cannon that were shooting at other ships with cannons. But I would say so far, I don't want to say impressed. I have a favorable opinion of the game. Right now, if they were releasing, I would definitely buy it if I had a friend who was buying it, because I think co-op will be more fun. But if they're going to spend like another 4 to 6 months tuning Blackbeard transport ship. The level 1 ship. I don't actually think I could do anything to it, but boy, is that tempting to try. I can't access my inventory here? That's no freaking fair. I doubt I could engage with it, because it actually like has Looks like multiple sails. But that would be the kind of thing in the demo that if you get the shit working, the other ship that I fixed, that you would then engage, because Blackbeard is the one who basically stranded you on your island. But if they have a few more months to polish, and presumably, you know, add additional content and stuff like that, I would probably be picking it up. If it launched tomorrow, I would be picking it up for sure if my friend and moderator at Vorpine, one of my old Latro guildies, was going to pick it up. But for solo, I don't know if I would pick it up. Maybe. 50-50, I would say. About an appropriate amount of guesswork for whether I'd pick it up. Kind of would depend on whether I had anything else I was playing at the time. If I had nothing else that I was interested in playing at the time, I would probably pick it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in a hurry to buy and play it as a solo player. Oh, holy shit, I broke my boat. I didn't know I could do that. Can I resummon it by just hitting K again? I can. And it no longer has a hole. It's like magic. Watching most of the stream, but you're playing D2 ladder launch. Very nice. Not that chatty. Thank you for watching and hanging, Knocknox, as always. I broke my dinghy. That, my friend, is the story of my life. I see no reason not to wear the marksman's pants because they've got the same stats and they've got extra goodness. So, there we go. Broke my dinghy. You kids today. Oh, I've got lots of bandages, suddenly. Fine, put those there then. That can go in there. One thing I do miss from Dune Awakening is the ability to put like onto, to stack like with like on a storage thing by just hitting one button. If you have a stack of iron ore and you have iron ore in your inventory, it'll just go bloop automatically. Everything that has a match, it will move into the storage basket. That is such a lovely feature. I have 3 kinds of seeds now. Farming is not in the game yet. I know that that is intended. And the doctor is here. Is the other guy here too? We have the doctor. I don't see the other guy. Said he was going to join us in our camp, but I don't see him yet. Now, I might just not be seeing him. I'll have to remember to bring that up every time you pop in here. Of course you will. Let's see, we got anything else in here? We've got a lot of copper. All right. I am copper-tastic. I am copperific. I am going to call it here for the evening. I want to thank each and every one of you, even Guy Doer, for hanging out here. I am very appreciative, as always. You are too kind. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand with the same old bullshit. Not the same old bullshit. I mean, it'll be brand new bullshit, but it will be the same old bullshit, you know? Probably back here. Again, another day, I'm thinking. Likely. Regardless. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully you'll see me again soon. Have a great rest. Have a great rest of your Friday night or Saturday morning. And have a kick-ass weekend. As always, I require you to have a kick-ass weekend. I do expect a full report of the kick-assery on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care and